The time is 12 o'clock, and here's the midday news. First, the top stories. Mapoli students in protest march in Abeokuta over examination delay in Pokia Polytechnic. High Court judge cites over 200,000 bribe for judgment allegation. NLC wants the presidency over the delay in setting up minimum wage panel. FIFA fines Nigeria Football Federation $31,000. Police probe Las Vegas mass shooting, leaving 59 people dead and 527 others injured. Cameroon shut internet in areas seeking independence. I am Tobi Joseph, bringing the news in details shortly. Students of the defunct Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, Mapoli Abeokuta, have staged a protest march over the delay in the conduct of their second semester examination. The students are also demanding if they will be moved to the campus of the new State Polytechnic, Mokia, which was set up to replace Mapoli. The delay in holding the examination was largely caused by Mapoli's lecturers who were on strike over the uncertainty on the status of the new Polytechnic. The students in their hundreds marched to the governor's office at Okemnason in Abeokuta, where they were addressed by Governor Ibukula. The governor, appealing for calm, explains that existing Mapoli students will remain at the Abeokuta campus, while only the newly admitted students will report at the Okia campus of the new Polytechnic. Amoso also promised to meet the striking lecturers to facilitate the conduct of examination, which ought to have begun last September 18. Details of this development will come in our subsequent bulletins. A 20-year-old woman, Tohibat Adebayo, is now in the net of the Ogun State Police Command for allegedly faking hair abduction in Abeokuta. Adebayo, while confessing under the police interrogation, says she and her boyfriend, Afolabi Remy, decided to fake her abduction in order to raise money for her forthcoming birthday. Spokesman of the State Police Command, Abimbola Oyemi, says the command on September 27 received a report that Adebayo left for Lafayette Market in Abeokuta but failed to return home. Oyemi explains that the parents and the suspect later received a phone call from a man who informed them of the abduction of their daughter, demanding 200,000 naira as ransom. Upon the receiving of the report of Adebayo's alleged kidnap, he says the police immediately swung into action, which led them to an abandoned house in Ibara GRA and Abeokuta, where she was kept. The discovery, according to the police spokesman, led to the arrest of the boyfriend of the accused, who happened to be the security guard in her parents' house. Oyemi says the State Police Commissioner, Ahmed Iliasu, has ordered the transfer of the case to the Anti-Kidnapping and Counters Unit of the Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department for further investigation. Some riverine communities have protested against being left out of the ongoing demarcation of disputed boundaries between Ogun and Ondo State government by the National Boundary Commission. The affected communities, through their council, Tosi and Motayo, accused the Boundary Commission of deliberately excluding the areas from the ongoing ethnographic survey preparatory to the demarcation of the interstate boundary between the two states. Some of the communities say they do not want to be part of the Jebu axis of the state over alleged marginalization and appointment into public offices. A Zamfara State High Court judge, Justice Musa Anga, has been removed from office following the recommendation of the National Judicial Council (NJC). The judge was sacked for allegedly collecting a 200,000 naira bribe from one Zubair Abdul Malik to deliver a favorable judgment in his favor. The Judicial Council's Director of Public Affairs, Soji Oye, in a statement, says the decision was taken at the 83rd meeting of the Council, which set up committees to investigate allegations against 15 judicial officers, including 2 judges. The Council, after considering the report of the committees, dismissed 31 of the 46 allegations, while 2 were withdrawn by the petitioners. The withdrawn petitions were written against Justice J. Soho of the Federal High Court and Acting Chief Judge of Ondo State, Justice O. Akeredolu. The Judicial Council also issued a letter of advice to Justice N. Dada of the Lagos State High Court and Justice Chukwudi Oka of Anambra State High Court for violating the acts and laws in the course of the judicial duties. National Hajj Commission of Nigeria (NACON) has completed the airlifting of Nigerian Hajj pilgrims back home from Saudi Arabia. The last batch of Hajj pilgrims departed from King Abdullah International Airport in Jeddah at 6:53 a.m. on Monday. The pilgrims include 172 from Kano State, 76 from Rivers State, and 30 officials of the Commission. The airlifting of 84,004 Hajj pilgrims back home began last September 7. Three airlines, Flynas, Maxair, and Medview, airlifted 65,008 of the pilgrims, while private tour operators brought back 19,000 pilgrims. A new body of elders has emerged in the Niger Delta region, seeking to meet President Muhammadu Buhari on how to achieve lasting peace in the region. The new group, Pan-Niger Delta People's Congress, was established following the rejection of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum led by Chief Edwin Clark, which is at the moment negotiating with the presidency on behalf of the region. The Clark-led body have been asked by some of the major stakeholders in the region to stop acting or speaking on their behalf. The new body met at the weekend in Okokuma in Bayelsa State, where it prepared a new template which their leaders intend to table before President Buhari to stop agitations in the region. Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has asked the presidency to immediately constitute a committee to begin the negotiations of the national minimum wage. The Congress President Ayuba Waba made the call at a symposium organized to mark the Nigeria's 57th independence anniversary in Abuja. It reminds governments that workers are gradually running out of patience over the continuous delay in constituting the National Minimum Wage Committee. All economic indices, according to Waba, has rendered the 18,000 naira national monthly minimum wage useless. It listed economic indices as inflationary rate, the cost of living, high cost of goods and services. You're still listening to the Midday News on Rock City 101.9 FM. Up next, we bring you foreign, business, and sport news. Please do stay with us. Police are working to establish the motive behind a mass shooting which left at least 59 people dead and another 527 injured at the Las Vegas concert. Gunman Stephen Paddock, 64 years, opened fire from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel towards an open-air music festival on Sunday evening. Police found 23 guns in his hotel room, as well as in excess of 19 firearms and explosives at his Nevada home. Investigators have found no link to international terrorism, despite a claim from so-called Islamic State. Some investigators have suggested psychological issues, but there is no confirmation of these. President Donald Trump described the attack as pure evil in an address from the White House on Monday. So-called Islamic State, IS, has claimed to be behind the attack, saying Paddock has converted to Islam some months ago. But the group provided no evidence for this and has made unsubstantiated claims in the past. Suicide attackers hit a paramilitary camp in Srinagar in an Indian-administered Kashmir. One border security force soldier was killed and 2 others were injured, police said. 2 attackers also died. 1 militant is still holed up inside a search operation is underway. The camp is located just outside the international airport in Srinagar, a heavily fortified area. Flight operations, which were suspended on Tuesday morning, have resumed. Roads leading to the airport, which was sealed off earlier, have also reopened. India blamed Pakistan for fueling this unrest, an allegation Pakistan has denied. Internet services have been shut down in Cameroon's English-speaking areas after clashes involving separatists. Security forces opened fire on demonstrators who were calling for independence at rallies on Sunday, killing at least 8 people. The authorities blocked the internet for 3 months earlier in the year amid similar unrest. President Paul Biya has condemned the violence and called for dialogue. Cameroon was colonized by Germany, then split into British and French areas after World War I, and was eventually reunified in 1961. Protests over the last year were prompted by the imposition of French in schools and courts in the English-speaking Northwest and Southwest regions. In business, former Director General of the Nigerian Automotive Design and Development Council, Engineer Aminu Jamal, says Nigeria is right to transit from fossil fuels to renewable energy or electric-powered automobiles as an undeveloped communities. Jalal, speaking at the annual general meeting of the Nigerian Institute of Mechanical Engineers in Abuja, says Nigeria may persist in the use of dirty energy until the country fixes its power problems, while other developed nations improve on alternative energy sources. Nigeria, according to him, can only consider electric vehicles when it has solved the power problem because electricity vehicles require adequate power to charge cars. Nations such as China, Germany, United Kingdom recently announced plans to forfeit the use of fossil fuel to electric vehicles by the year 2040. However, the law believes that Nigeria will still survive even if some developed countries stop buying its crude oil. Finally, in the Middle News, sport news. Nigeria's failure to control her fans during the FIFA World Cup qualifying match against Cameroon in September has landed them in troubled waters as the World Football Governing Body on Monday slapped the Nigerian Football Federation with a $31,000 fine. Fans enclosed the pitch at the Gonzalo Pabio International Stadium after the Super Eagles trashed the Indomitable Lions 4-0, an attitude World Football Governing Body seriously frowned at. The Act contravenes Articles 65 and 67 of the Security Regulations, which guards against fans going beyond restricted environment in the football arena. On Monday evening, FIFA hammered fellow Nigeria and fined the country $31,000 for poor crowd control. This will serve as caution for the country as they are preparing to host Chipolopolo of Zambia in their last home game of the group. That was the media news, and just before we go, the major stories once again. Woman in police net for faking her kidnapping in Abeokuta, the state capital. High Court judge sacked over 200,000 naira bribe for judgment. NLC wants presidency over delay setting up minimum wage panel. FIFA fines Nigerian Football Federation $31,000. Police probe Las Vegas mass shooting, leaving 59 people killed and 537 others injured. Cameroon shut internet in areas seeking independence. For more stories and to listen to us live, please log on to our website www.rockcityfmradio.com/live. Thank you so much for listening. I am Tobi Joseph. Good afternoon.